Sunday. Right here at the Digital Sim Sports Network and the Dirt Racing Network, and that means it is time for the Mars Beardsconsin Mini Stock Series. Back in action after a couple of weeks off for the holidays. Doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it also feels like it might have been forever since we've had these guys on the network. 2025, 5 days old, and I'm already ready for it to be over. We went from having fantastic, wonderful, beautiful weather to I don't know what the heck is going on outside right now, but it is terribly cold and miserable, and I'm over it already. So, Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you, Mr. Bill, for being the first chat in this evening. It is going to be a fun 2025. Racing will start picking back up this week, and next week we'll get a little closer to a full schedule. And the following week we should be pretty much back to 100%, waiting for one of our main series to return on Thursday nights. They won't be back until the 23rd, but we will still be filling in every other night until 13 officially checked in for this evening. So it's not a huge show, but good to get them back underway here. Connor, both of the Connors are here. Rutherford, Vinny, Shemensky, both of them. Turnmeyer, Oxford, DeMoore, Brunner. See Jeff. There's John. Jeff and John both in here. So a lot of family racing still going on Sunday nights. No shows tomorrow. 2 tonight, none tomorrow. Then Tuesday we're back with the ERA guys. Wednesday back with Midwest. And Friday back with American Dirt. The Monday night guys should be back in a couple of weeks. I think they've got the rest of the details all worked out except for putting schedules together. Well, looks like the practice session coming to a close. Man, we got here just in time, didn't we? We'll get ready for the qualifying session. Yes, I am still trying to get rid of whatever this crud is, but I'm on the backside of it. I know that for sure. All I have now is a little sniffle now and then and an occasional coughing attack. Adam Vinny rolling out. Marvin Turnmeyer already on track. So is Andrew Shemensky. John Brunner. Barry Hines. Go back to Mr. Turnmeyer getting on the clock right here. He and Adam Vinny almost in the same spot on the track, so they'll be the first couple to time in for us. Out of 4, Turnmeyer will get there first. Vinny right behind. Oxford the quickest. Vinny now goes to the top of the chart, 1872. Oh, Joey Connor on track, and he goes by. Puts himself on the clock. Adam Vinny coming out of 4. He and Turnmeyer both did not improve on his time. Andrew Rutherford, however, picks it up a little bit, and he goes to 1867. Barry Hines now 7th quick. Dylan Connor on the track, 2nd quick. Joey Connor, 12th quick, but he is now coming out of 4 on his final lap. He'll move up. Oh, yeah, goes quickest. 18.66, just barely edges out Rutherford 1/100th. Now Pete Dillon about to start putting his laps together here. He is the final car trying to take time. Hello, Jane. Out of 4 the first time around. He's got one more time. Does he need it? He moves to 5th quick. 18.76, about a 10th off of your pole sitter's time right now. That's Joey Connor in the 90. Second time around, not quicker. In fact, slower by half a hundredth. Or half a tenth, I'm sorry, half a tenth. So he will stay right there in the top 5. All 13 cars have taken time, and it is the 90 of Joey Connor with your quick time this evening, 18.66 seconds. 1/100th better than Andrew Rutherford in second. And Joey Connor was at 18.69, so about 3/100ths of a second in the top 3. So we'll divvy these guys out into a couple of heat races. We will run those to determine what the invert will look like. It's 8 cars for our main event at 35 laps this evening. And let's get down here and get ready to have a look at the starting lineup for the first of 2 heat races. Be the 22 of DJ Oxford on the pole, with the driver we just watched finish up qualifying in the 7, Pete Dillon. Dylan Connor, the 91 car. Row 2 to the inside, and he's got Joey Connor, your quick qualifier for the evening, in the 90 on his outside. Andrew Sheminsky, 53 car, row 3 inside, next to John Brunner in the 46, and Jeff Brunner in the 164 will be our final starter for the first heat race. Little mini stalkers off, get them lined up, get them ready to go. Seven cars in this one, 6 in the second one. Everybody's going to the feature. Top 4 from each will work into tonight's invert. The invert will be 8 cars in the main event. Only 4 races left in the season, including tonight. So at the end of this month, they will be done. They will take a short break, from what I was given to understand, and they will announce their return when they are ready to come back. Probably be around April, as Mr. Rundle will be getting himself settled back into his new digs. All right, pace car out of the way this time. Down here in turn number 4. There that goes. All got in the start box, and the green flag flew immediately. Oxford was on it, but so was Dylan Connor. And now Pete Dillon is going to have his hands full trying to hold off from the outside line. That's just not going to happen. He'll fall to 3rd. Joey Connor to 4th. Sheminsky, Brunner. And that's Jeff and then John. We'll watch him coming around out of the 4th corner. Connor already looking to go to the inside. A lot of contact. They're going to let them get grouped up, but that's going to open the door for the 90 of Dylan Connor. He'll go 4-1. Biggest move of the night. 4th place when he come out of 4. Leader when he come out of 2, and he's going to lead this lap. Pete Dillon tucked in right behind in all that tippy-toe exchange between Oxford and Dylan Connor. Everybody else saw an open door, and boy, they took advantage. And now Pete Dillon's got the inside coming out of 4. Will we have our 3rd leader in as many laps? Yes, we will. Still a battle, and I'll tell you what, Connor is working hard on the outside. He is not going to relinquish that lead easily. Dillon is really going to have to do something magical to get around him. He leads that lap as well. Car into the wall. Sheminsky, caution. Andrew Sheminsky in behind in the 53, tucked behind Connor. Well, contact moved up a little, got into the right side, or he got his right side into the left side of the 22, and then both of the Brunners just with no luck ever, and they end up in that mess as well down in turns 1 and 2. So Dillon, Joey Connor, Dylan Connor, and DJ Oxford, then John Brunner, Andrew Sheminsky. I think Jeff Brunner's car, the nose of that thing looked like it was crushed, and he probably took it straight to the pits. And he is rolling around 3 and 4, but he may not make. I don't look as bad as I thought. It's more the left front than it is the front. So maybe next time around we should get one to go. Yeah, and you can see the left front of that thing is just pretty near destroyed. So we don't get one to go this time. Still some debris down here in turns 1 and 2. Hopefully going to get that all sorted out and cleaned up this time. We should double them up. We'll probably go single file for the final restart here. We're under 5 to go. This time the lights go off. They will double up. They are going to let them double up for this restart. That's going to make it exciting. All right. Pace car will get out of the way. It hit as soon as we got to the start box for the initial start. So we'll see where the green flag falls this time.
Green flag.
That's right in the middle of the box. Pete Dillon had a pretty good start. He'll get to the front by himself. It's the two Connors side by side now. Dillon on the inside, Joey on the outside. Couple of laps left. Pete Dillon coming to 2 to go. He's got about 2 cars on the 91 of Dillon Connor right now. Connor with a great run out of 2. Will he make the move to the inside? He didn't get there quite in time. But he is running out a little wider on the entry and coming down low on the exit, and he's trying to get there. And Pete Dillon sees what he's doing. He keeps it covered for now. Can he keep it covered down the backstretch? Right in front of him, the nose to tail. And out of 4, Connor's going to run out of time. Dillon wins the first heat. Dillon Connor second. Joey Connor third. Oxford, Sheminsky, Jeff Brunner, John Brunner. Finishing order. So Pete Dillon made the car just wide enough, just long enough. And he'll pick up the win. We'll get ready for heat number 2. The 16 of Marvin Turnmeyer will have the pole. And he'll have the 99 of John Sheminsky on his outside. Adam Vinny, the 64, row 2 to the inside. Next 2, Andrew Rutherford in the 35. Barry Hines, the 57, at row 3 to the inside. And Austin DeMore in the 7 will make up our final starter in this heat, the 43 of Reed Rundle. In as an admin, but not as a racer. Does not have the whole rig. He's old and washed up anyway, so it doesn't matter. Mostly the washed up part. I don't know if he's even listening. Yeah, I haven't gotten any messages yet, so we'll see. All right, we're rolling them off. Final heat race. Remember, the top 4 factor into tonight's invert. All right, one more time around. We'll get green the next time we get in between these white lines right there and right there. Fun little speedway. The laps go quickly, but there's a lot going on when you're out there for a lap. You never have a moment to relax. You are constantly busy. All right, pace car will get out of the way right here.
Green, green, green.
And the green flag right at the start of the zone. And this is going to be a fantastic start. The outside line, John Sheminsky got a push from behind from Rutherford. I think it got him a little off on his entry, and he went out wide. He gives up second to Adam Vinny. Now Rutherford crosses underneath, and he's going to try to take the third spot. You got to enter on a perfect line and then bring the car right to the middle. Sheminsky missing that entry a little bit. Now gives up third. He falls back to fourth. We'll see at the front. Can Marvin Turnmeyer hang on and keep Adam Vinny behind him? He did a good job right there into 3 and 4. Vinny eases alongside in 1 and 2. Who's going to be able to get the power down the quickest? Really got to be careful on the inside line. Get the power down too quick, the right rear will step out a little bit on you. And Turnmeyer not giving up a half an inch. Fighting. Keep the 16 car out front. Vinny very cautious getting into turns 3 and 4, and that's going to allow Turnmeyer to stay right there. And once again, Turnmeyer by half a car. Adam Vinny, Ginger and Gentle getting in there. Rutherford is just looking for the opening. He's itching to make this 3 wide, and he's got Sheminsky putting pressure on that bumper. We're already at 2.5 laps to go, and it's been side by side for all of them. Vinny just cannot get the power down quick enough in turns 3 and 4. He's good in 1 and 2, and he gets about 3/4 of a car clear. But down here in the other end of the track, he is just not able to clear and get himself in the line he wants, but he's going to lead his first true lap. Coming to the white, can he finish it off right here and get clear of Turnmeyer? He does down the backstretch, still protecting the inside so Rutherford can't get his nose there. Vinny, out of 4, will win the heat. Turnmeyer second, Rutherford third, Sheminsky fourth. DeMoore and Hines in behind that. Pretty good heat race. Best race of the night so far. So we'll give these guys a few minutes to get out here, put a little extra rubber down. And then we'll get ready for our invert and our big 35-lap feature. Don't forget about our second show, 9:30 Eastern. The second time, and this is the pre-official pro race for tomorrow night. Aces Up SimSport Pro Challenge Series at Huset's. The 410 Wing Sprint cars for the second time in 3 weeks will be at the Huset Speedway. As guys get their final night of live practice in before tomorrow night's official pro race. Hello, Mr. King. Was your weekend better than you expected? I think mine finally got me where I could kick this garbage. If I can get the tiny little bit of whatever's hanging around in my chest to go away, I think I'm 100% past it. Yeah. Very cool. Look cold for that, wasn't it? I think Tuesday or so we can tally up those votes and we can get the schedule ready, bud. Yeah, I think it's 2 degrees is the feels like temperature here right now. I think that's what that said a minute ago. Yeah. 18 degrees feels like 2. Little bit of blowing flurries. It's just been an ugly Sunday. Yeah, I'll get I'll get the tracks ready for the other one too. And the 360s we'll just make sure we don't go to the same places on the same nights. I want to get that stuff up ASAP. We may bump out till the 20th. I don't know yet. I'm ready for the season to start at the same time. I like the vacation. All right, we are down to about 45 seconds here. We will get ready for our 35 lap feature. I think we're going to see Adam Vinny and Pete Dillon will be on the back row. Or not on the back row, on row number 4 for this thing. So our 2 heat winners are going to start pretty deep. I think you'll see the Dillon boys up front and row 2 on the inside. And then Turnmeyer and Oxford, rows 1 and 2. And I forget who finished 4th in both of those, so they'll be row 3. All right, it is that time. When we look at it, no, it is not. It is a weird shakeup in this one. Wow, a lot different than I thought it was going to be. It's going to be the 99 of John Szymanski and the 22 of DJ Oxford on the front row. Oh, those were the 2 fourth place cars. Then Andrew Rutherford and Joey Connor in row number 2. Marvin Turnmeyer and Dylan Kyer in row number 3. Adam Vinny and Pete Dillon making up row 4. Andrew Szymanski and Austin DeMoore in the 5th row. The 6th row is Jeff Brunner and Barry Hines, and your 7th and final starter, John Brunner in the 46 because Reed Rundle not racing. Are we shuffling out again? Yes, we are. We're moving Marvin Turnmeyer and Dylan Connor to the front row. Adam Vinny and Pete Dillon to row 2. John Szymanski and DJ Oxford to row 3. And then Andrew Rutherford and Joey Connor back to row number 4. So a different starting order than what was up there to begin with, and that makes it a lot more interesting. Now we're going to see How hard is Turnmeyer going to fight? How hard is Connor going to fight to go get the lead? He loves nothing more than to get the lead and control the entire pace of the race. And he does not have a problem fighting to go do that early. Oh, Jonathan. So, out of 4, ready to go green, 35 laps for the Mars. Beardsconsin Mini Stock Pavement Series. And we're underway. We're watching those front 2 rows. And it looks like Turnmeyer's going to have it his way. Lap number 1 down the backstretch. Adam Vinny to the inside of Connor. That's for second. Pete Dillon decided he'd slide in behind Adam Vinny. Thinks that's the best way to go early. Adam Vinny going to slide the bumper in front of the 91. 91 still blocked in on that outside line because Pete Dillon keeping that 7 car lined up right beside him. Sheminsky in the 99 right behind that, but DJ Rutherford is trying to make a difference in that battle because he's now moved to the inside of the 5th row. This was the battle I wanted to see. I wanted to see if Pete Dillon would get aggressive and go early and try to get around the 91, and he did. Adam Vinny now making a bid for the lead out of turn number 4 on lap number 4. Not quite going to get there. Pete Dillon about a half a lane up off the bottom through the corner, and I can tell you, these guys don't pay attention to what any of the other guys do. They do their own thing, because if they did, they would know that if you go in about a half a lane higher and cut the car down mid-corner, you're going to get a giant run on the exit. The 91 car does it every single lap. And that is how he makes those runs on the exit of the corner. See, he does it side by side with cars. That early cut down, make the straightaway a little bit longer, and you get a whole lot more momentum up the straightaways and into the next corner. Adam Vinny. Out front, Dillon 2nd. Connor 3rd. Rutherford 4th. Marvin Turnmeyer. Problem for Turnmeyer? I have no red on my screen. Yeah, I have no red on my screen showing an incident, but Marvin Turnmeyer takes the car to the pits. So something amiss. Seven of DeMoore now. Working on 8th place, Sheminsky, the only battle on the track. Everybody else has single-filed themselves out right now. Sheminsky yields the spot, moves DeMoore up to the 8th spot. Brunner, 46 in 10th. Barry Hines and Jeff Brunner, little ways off of that. Adam Vinny still out front, but now Pete Dillon under fire. Connor got the nose there coming out of 2, and I can tell you he went into the middle of 1 and 2, drifted down, and got a big run on the exit. And that is how he is able to make all that speed and pull alongside. So you got to give him space in the next corner. Pete Dillon hanging tough right there, but I think this exit is what is going to end it for him. Rutherford now trying to make his way by. Dillon tried to cross over, missed the timing just a little bit, and he'll fall back in line and 4th. So 0.6 of a second between the 64 and the 91, and we'll see how long that pace keeps up. We're coming around 21 more circuits. Lap times pretty close to the same. I give less than a finger snap of an advantage to the 91 car the last lap around. But you see how he enters that corner. He's just a little wider. And he's able to flatten that out and make the exit way less sharp. And that time he was about 6/100ths quicker. Inside 20 to go. And Dylan Connor very slowly reeling the 64 in. He's got it under 3/10 now. He's opened it up a couple of tenths on Rutherford. Rutherford's opened it up about almost a half second on Pete Dillon. Battle behind that. Joey Connor on the inside of Andrew Sheminsky for 5th. I'm better than I was, Tim. I'm better than I was. Now, Joey Connor. Clear Sheminsky. He's in 5th. They've got a lot of ground to make up. But the battle for the lead, well, he's there. And now he is just sizing him up. I say it week in and week out. We see this guy. He is playing with his food right now. Because he is just figuring out where the attack is going to come from, and there it is. Got that run out of the corner. Entered a little wide in 3, flattened it out in 4, got a big run, pulled alongside. And once he gets the nose there, you can't do anything but give him the space. And now Adam Vinny. Going to have to fight for 14 laps on the outside. I just don't think it can be done. This time by Connor leads for the first time. So it took 22 laps, but a new leader. And it's that familiar number 91. Oh, out to the point. This time he slides the right rear hard. This time Rutherford looked inside and then thought better of it. Vinny flew to the outside, and the battle will be on again. Coming around to 11 to go. Vinny just got to get aggressive on the exit at the right moment. Get the car to stick. He might be able to use it to squirt past Connor. He's got to keep him pinned in on the exit, too. Can't let him have any space to race coming up out of the corner. Now, 91 still getting in on his line, even with a car on his outside. In a little wide, he cuts it down to the bottom. He gets the line he needs every time on the exit right there. They were close. I mean, it was fractions of a second. That time, Vinny was a little wide through turn 2. And now Connor's going to go a little bit wider. He's a little more aggressive with that entry, and he'll clear Vinny. Vinny smacked it into the fence trying to make up the ground. Here comes Pete Dillon as well. And now Joey Connor is in the fight. The top 5. Tight and close together, coming around to 7 laps remaining. Dylan Connor to the point, now starting to get away. He's out to 0.4 of a second. The battle at second. Still Vinny on the outside, Rutherford on the inside, and Vinny's getting the best of it at the line. Rutherford surges ahead out of 2. That time went a little bit wider. He's using the line of the driver in front of him. And Adam Vinny almost got on that right rear corner and right hooked him right there. Both drivers racing hard, but racing clean, and now Rutherford clears. 4 to go this time by. Pete Dillon's still fourth, but maybe not for long because Joey Connor now has his nose to the inside. Adam Vinny looking like he was trying to make a move down the backstretch. Didn't have enough momentum to get the nose all the way in there, but he gave him a shot down in the middle of 3 and 4 into the bumper of the 35 of Rutherford. The gap closes. Connor's out in front, and he is cruising. He's coming around 2 to go. White flag of this time. We're still watching the battle for second. Dylan Connor, foregone conclusion, he's going to win this one. Now who's going to get second? Rutherford. Right there, Vinny with a run. 2 corners to go. He doesn't have enough. Just can't get it there. And Dylan Connor wins again in the series. Rutherford second, Vinny third, Joey Connor for fourth, Pete Dillon fifth. DJ Oxford, Austin DeMore, John Sheminsky, Andrew Sheminsky, John Brunner, Barry Hines, Jeff Brunner, Marvin Turnmeyer. Your finishing order this evening. All right, let's get ready to talk to our drivers. We always wait for the other guys, but it doesn't matter. We get to talk to the third place driver right away because he happened to be hanging out in the chat. Mr. Vinny, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, buddy. How we doing?
Oh, not bad. Been a couple of weeks since we seen you guys on track, and you guys did not disappoint tonight. That was a pretty exciting race.
Yeah, there's a lot of tight racing. Yeah, pretty good track for it.
Yeah, looked like you guys, a couple of lines there. You had to really be perfect on the upper line to get an advantage, but the bottom line, it was no cakewalk passing somebody.
Yeah, turn 1 and 2 was a real struggle on the high side. You had hit everything perfect, and hopefully they got screwed up on the inside. 3 and 4, you could hold the outside pretty well, but 1 and 2 was pretty tough. Yeah, I was kind of surprised that I got passed on the inside. Yeah, definitely got something figured out that some of us don't.
Well, you go back and you watch the broadcast, and I kind of tell you what he's doing different than everybody else. So that'll help you out a little bit in the future, buddy. But still a good way to bring the series back with only about 4 races left, a few more podiums, and you can still be their challenge for this points title.
Yeah, we don't ever give up. We'll see what happens. I think we need a little luck on our side. And yeah, we'll go from there. But all in all, so far it's been a pretty good year for us. There's a couple races that got away, but yeah, all in all, it's been pretty good.
Well, we all need a little luck every now and then, man. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Roger, the Dirt Racing Network, Mars, Wabam, Scrub-a-Dub, Beardsconsin, Next Level Litigation Support, Puma, just Fridge Brick Time. It's Wisconsin, just everybody for the continued support, and I appreciate everybody coming out and supporting the channel and watching us do what we love to do.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great run. I will see you on Tuesday.
Sounds good.
That is Adam Vinny finishing in third, and now we'll move on to tonight's second-place finisher in the 35 machine, Andrew Rutherford. Good run, man. You had to fight for that second place.
Yeah, man. Adam, me, Dylan. That was a good top three battle there. Just the cars, like at first the top side wouldn't work because the cars were kind of neutral, and then once the right front kind of wore, the cars tightened up, and then it made for a really good two-groove track. So it was a fun race with Adam and Dylan.
It looked like it was close quarters and one mistake on either line, and whoever you were racing with had an advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. And these guys like Adam, Dylan, they don't make mistakes at all, and then you got to throw me in the mess, and I make mistakes all the time. So it was fun just to be in the same zip code as those guys is pretty cool.
It's always a lot of fun. And this track, it's fun to watch races here, and you get there, you got to be careful because you can't get in the throttle too much or the right rear will get away from you. But getting in the corners, if you miss it by just a little bit, it is a lot of work to make up everything that you lose in that 3 or 4 car lengths, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. This track is so line sensitive and takes a lot of finesse, a lot of discipline to back your corner up, and you back your corner up. And with these little four bangers, it's all about straightaway speed, right? So you want to back your corner up, get the thing pointed, and right back to the floor and down the road. And if you miss that entry, you just go up the hill. You got to wait. The longer you get on the throttle, the whole straightaway, you're just behind the other car, and it just takes forever to make up.
Well, an awesome run, man. Some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you head out this evening.
Absolutely. Thank my beautiful girlfriend, Rochelle, for allowing me to do this. Like Ronnie York in the real world, Devin Roblier, Custom PCs. He built me this computer to run this thing, man. It runs it flawlessly. All-Star Performance, Force Engineering, Tyler Hassing in the real world. Yeah, all them guys, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. You do an amazing job. Marv, everybody that puts this, Reed, I believe, right? Yeah, Reed puts this whole deal on. It's fun to do on a Sunday night, and let's go Lions.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and we'll look forward to seeing you back next week.
Thanks, Roger. Appreciate it.
That is Andrew Rutherford. He finished in second, and now I warned everybody at the beginning he started close to the front. He's going to be dangerous. How hard was he going to fight to go grab the lead? Well, he showed about as much patience as I've ever seen the guy show, but once he got there, he did exactly what was expected. He drove away from him. Another pretty near flawless performance, Mr. Connor.
Thank you, sir. The top at the very beginning, I guess, with no rubber being laid down, it was absolutely nothing up there. I believe I fell back to like 4th or 5th, and I just knew I had to at least get in line and just settle in. And once I tucked back in back there, I seen how hard they were attacking the entry, and I just felt like if I sat back there and just kind of backed my corner up, and on the longer run, I felt like it was going to cause them to push with how hard they were driving it in, and I was just able to slowly pick them off one by one, and and Vinny right there at the end, he was able to battle really good up top.
Yeah, we talked about it with the other two drivers about how you could run the top, but if you didn't hit it perfect, the guy on the bottom had a huge advantage unless he made a mistake, and there wasn't a lot of mistakes made of guys driving down on the bottom.
Yeah, I think the top came in a little bit better towards the end once rubber got laid down, and the cars naturally tightened up the longer everybody ran. And I think up top, you could kind of pinch that person towards the bottom. When you were down there, if you missed your mark the slightest, he was going to have the advantage up top. So it was good racing with all of them guys, and it was just a great race in general.
Well, fun to see you guys back on Sunday evenings. Man, give us a couple of shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here tonight.
Yes, sir. I want to thank you for being up in the booth for us, Roger, on Mondays, Tuesdays, and all the time. I want to thank Reed for everything he does for the league and doing everything he can to put on a good league. It's by far one of the best to run in. I want to thank the league sponsors, Wabam, Scrub a Dove, Beardsconsin, and I'd like to thank my sponsors, Per Year Race Parts, Chris and Alan Per Year with Caldwell Banker Elite, my buddy Caleb for helping out, and all my family and my fiance for supporting me.
All right, man. Congrats on the win. I'll look forward to seeing you Tuesday night. And go enjoy this one. Glad to have you back.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you.
Dylan Connor picking up another win here on Sunday nights. Man, he's just good. There's just nothing you you got to figure out what that guy's doing, and you got to do it just a little bit better than he does it, I think. But, man, he gets out there, and if it's with 3 to go, 5 to go, or 25 to go, once he gets to the point, he's going to be really hard to beat. I don't think I have seen anyone really do it unless he's made a major mistake under green flag conditions yet since he broke onto the scene. So he's one of the best drivers in here. Awesome race again tonight. I want to thank all of you for being here. Without you, there's no reason for us to do this. Without all the awesome leagues giving us great racing like we witnessed, there's nothing for us to cover. Pass on the back. High fives all around. We'll be back about 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern with the aces up, guys. Until then, peace and love to everybody. Keep the rough side facing down.